Hi, I am with Ros Harrison. You perform an important function on Walney. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I work as a community development worker through the Walney Community Trust. So I work out of Springmount Walney Community Hall. And so I work in the community supporting children, families, and young people on the island.
One of the things I noticed was that during the last 4 months, you've actually supported quite a few people who might be self-isolating, who may have found the lockdown difficult to get the things they need. So you've actually been a part of making sure that the people in the area have food, get their prescriptions, have that connection.
Yeah, yeah. So we've since the middle of March and since just before lockdown actually happened, we identified a need that actually there was people that were struggling to get basic food items, that were struggling to go shopping, that didn't have any family maybe or neighbours that could help them out and were quite vulnerable. So we did set up ourselves as a community resource hub, and we're able to get out to the families that we already support. But then we linked in with a wider town-wide initiative, and linking with different resource hubs that have been set up in Barrow Island, in Hartington Street Methodist, over on Snyder Road in the Ormsgill Hub, and across Barrow. And yeah, just helping out people that really needed it. There's a lot of people that found themselves very vulnerable and isolated through COVID. So yeah, so it was it's been busy. And lots happening, lots of families that we're supporting. Yeah.
I don't know if you find it, but I found that with lockdown and doing things from home, I'm actually busier than I was beforehand. Well, one of the things that we've been talking about is the Brilliant Barrow event. We have an opportunity to possibly be awarded £25 million. And particularly one of the things they've talked about is a hub on Walney. What do you think the opportunities might be? You're obviously connected with the community. What do you think that we could potentially use that money for on Walney to benefit the people who live there?
Yeah, well, I think there's lots of ways that we can benefit. There's several areas across Walney that would really benefit from having sort of an injection of cash that would really benefit the community. So I've been helping come up with some of the ideas, maybe how that would look. It's very in the sort of initial stages at the moment, depending on the town bid. But yeah, maybe things, along the lines of what we're already doing. So this, real community support, meeting people's needs where they're at, and providing places where they can come, get information that they might need about different sort of either opportunities in the town or different support, maybe debt help, maybe speaking to a local policeman or community support worker, maybe accessing help educationally. So it might be young people accessing areas for education, just general places where the community can link into. So we're joining the dots, really. People, it might be a range of ages, so maybe joining the dots and bringing the community together, younger people, older people. Particularly on Walney, it'd be great to see us looking at sort of nature and everything that we've got over here in an educational way as well. But the meeting people's needs specifically at the moment, which are around poverty, people that are really struggling financially, and families having somewhere to go where they can feel sort of accepted, but also that they can access the things that they need would be really good. Yeah.
Well, we've talked about, there is a website that people can go to, and it's brilliant-barrow.org.uk, and they've got sort of a list of different potential opportunities, things that we might like to see in our community. And there's also a form that you can fill out to say, what you specifically think would be good. But you already have a connection to the community. You sort of know what a lot of the needs are. So are there other ways that people, if they're not really on the internet, if they don't sort of they aren't able to go online and fill in that form, are there ways that they can contact you to say, this is what we'd really, really like here?
Yeah, absolutely. And we're sort of getting a general feel through the different toddler groups that we run, through the youth groups that we run. We do sort of a rehabilitation course for people that are struggling with addictions. We do a life skills course. So we're meeting people all the time. At the moment, it's not as face-to-face as what it has been, but we're still meeting with people. We're still in contact with people. So when we're finding out what their needs is, what are the things that they're struggling with, or what are the things that actually are not happening at the moment that actually they would really like to see. So it's just, looking at creating a positive space, a positive environment, just to help people within the community. Yeah, so we're able to pass that on in the meetings and in the planning. So that's really good to get the voice from the community.
Well, if somebody wanted to know more about what you do as the Walney Community Trust, or they want to sort of share their opinion, how would they contact you?
Yeah, well, they can contact us on our Facebook page, which is Spring Mount Walney. They can also drop as an email. There's contact details on there as well. Drop by the centre, which is on Amphitrite Street on Walney, just opposite the co-op. So we're right in the centre of Walney. And they can access us on by phone as well. So yeah, lots of different ways.
Well, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the different ideas that people have to help, add to our community, because it is such a wonderful place to live, and hopefully we can get this money to make it even better.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be amazing.
Thanks so much.